You will be given a test to determine your ability to withstand shock.
Well, look who's here.
This is the night when fear and horror walk hand in hand.
Do you feel up to it?
The most terrifying form of evil is that which lurks within the human mind.
Rated X.
And he
Yeah.
threw it,
Yeah.
and it bounced around like a ping pong ball.
It
Yeah.
sure did.
It did.
I think it was a ping pong ball.
There's a strong
Probably
possibility.
was.
Because that was a girthy eyeball.
It's fucking huge.
Yeah. It was.
Man. Welcome to What the Fuck Are You Watching? I'm Chris. This is my lucky sky diamond, Lisa.
Yeah.
How are you, Lisa?
Oh, I'm great.
Good to hear. And in the third chair, we got...
Bo. Oh my god.
That's a me.
What's up, man?
What's up, Chris?
Oh, you know, podcasting.
Yeah. I don't know how you do it with this fucking bitch wife.
You know, it's not easy, but...
Yeah, life's real rough for him.
You know, I just get by like everybody else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So today we're going over Lucky Sky Diamond, the unofficial guinea pig movie. I don't even know if you could call it unofficial. It's not a guinea pig movie,
Yeah.
but everybody thought it was.
So we had to watch it.
So we had to watch it. This is kind of, I guess, our filler period from the Japanese guinea pigs to the American.
Yeah.
Now, I think there was a reason that this was confused with the guinea pig movies. One reason is it shares the same runtime. It's like 50-something minutes, like all the other guinea pigs.
And that was unusual.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
It's just classic guinea pig runtime, I guess.
Okay.
It almost kind of seems like a guinea pig movie, you know, with guts and stuff. And you know how fucking wild the guinea pigs kind of got at the end there. There's no telling what they're going to come out with next.
Yeah.
So I guess if you're an American in the early 90s just trying to picking up whatever's coming around, you would kind of think that this is a guinea pig movie. And the number one reason why I think people are confused that this is a guinea pig movie is there's a familiar name attached to it.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Satoru Agura,
Oh.
the producer for every guinea pig movie.
Uh-huh.
The director for the first guinea pig movie.
Uh-huh.
Also produced this one.
Okay.
So I think that might have been why.
Probably.
This one's directed by Izo Hashimoto. Like I said, produced by Satoru Agura.
Mm-hmm.
Starring Naoko Amihama as Yuko. Then we have Riko Nakamura. And on IMDb, she's credited as Yuko's sister.
I knew it. I called this, even without subtitles.
Do you think that's
That's
legit?
what I said.
I do.
That's what I said too. I just automatically assumed it was the sister.
Okay.
As soon as I started watching, I thought it was her sister.
I thought so at first, and of course I read it before we watched. But like halfway through the movie, it almost seems like she's, I don't know, like a fucking nurse or some shit. Like she's been with the doctor the whole time, you know?
Hmm.
Especially during the whole kidnapping sequence. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Well, there's
Shit's
a couple.
fucking crazy.
It made me think of a couple. There was that case in America in was it the 90s or early 2000s that the man and the wife basically kept captive the wife's younger sister, and
I don't know.
they didn't do all this to her, but they did sexually assault and falsely imprison her.
Yeah.
Possibly the Ken and Barbie killers.
That's exactly who it is, but I
Yeah.
couldn't think of their names.
Yeah, the Ken and Barbie killers.
Ken and Barbie killers.
I can't remember their real names, but that's what they were called.
Yeah, I got those vibes too.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have Shiro Sano as the doctor. Now, this guy, As you can see on IMDb here, he's the only one with the photo, which makes me think that he's got some shit. He's done all kinds of stuff. He's been an actor in like 276 things.
Damn.
And he's doing stuff this year too. Brush of the God. I don't know if there's anything we recognize.
I don't know why it feels like reading Godzilla on a Japanese guy's IMDb is racist, but it did feel wrong somehow.
Yeah, man, he's got a ton of TV, ton of movies.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff.
Good for him. They were all hot. All these people are hot.
Yeah, dude, especially the sister, man. And
Yeah,
it's like
the psycho sister.
the psycho
Yeah.
sister.
Hot.
And every time she shows up again, she's hotter.
I agree.
It's
Just by
weird.
in the little, it almost looked like a Polynesian wedding dress situation at the
Yeah.
end. Super hot.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was about to say. The sister was hot. I don't know about the others.
Well, to be fair, she was in a state of distress for the entirety.
Yeah,
Still
she's
hot.
having a rough time.
Yeah.
You know, normally that, you know, like some light screaming and some tears usually gets me hard, but this one was a bit excessive on the. We've started now. Let's just start screaming.
Yeah.
For
was
the rest of the film.
There was a lot of screaming.
A whole lot.
Yeah.
All right, let's check out the box art for this movie.
What the hell?
Dude, I found this one. I don't know where it's from. This is like some weird Japanese website.
This is a strange way to format a website.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. What the hell are you looking at here?
It almost seems like they might have done like a part 2 or something. See, it says part 2 there.
Oh.
We're looking at a picture of a lady. Well, I'm assuming, I don't know their gender, but in stirrups.
Yeah, like she's at the gynecologist.
But anyway, I thought that box art was really cool. It's all white with the brain scene on the cover.
Yeah.
Really, I thought that was a really cool cover.
Yeah, that whole scene was pretty kinky.
I don't know what the OG cover is. Maybe this one. It's got to be this one because it's Japanese. Not as good as that all white one.
No, I like the other one better.
Yeah. And then I think this is probably one of the American releases, if there is one. Fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I think that's all I have. When did this one come out? 1990?
Yeah, it said 1990, but you know.
Who knows? It's 1990 on IMDb. We'll just go with that. Probably wrong.
Yeah, who knows?
We probably got the whole entire fucking order wrong. And I've accepted it at this point. All right, we're ready to get into this movie.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think it's super interesting to hear people talk about stuff they didn't enjoy, but I'm going to try anyway.
Yeah, man, if we can make this movie entertaining.
It was a
we're
spectacle
golden.
for sure. I didn't much enjoy the the spectating though.
Yeah, so I mean, she just kind of wakes up in the hospital.
Yeah.
If it's even a hospital.
I don't know if it was a hospital.
It looked like a morgue.
Yeah, that's
when
what
we
I
got
thought.
to the freezer, the wall of body freezers that are in morgues.
Yeah.
But was that real or was that just her?
I don't know. I was going to say set-wise. I thought this one was really strong set-wise comparatively
Yeah,
to what I've seen so far.
I think so too.
She wakes up, fucking lights are flickering, there's fucking worms in her IV. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah, she's just freaking out, screaming, moaning.
Blood's pouring from the walls.
Yeah.
It also sounds like an underwater iPhone is going off, like every 20 seconds or so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody's watching her through the freaking fish tank.
I really want to hope that something in the dialogue paid reference or clarified the purpose of this. I think it's an eel
Oh, yeah.
in that fish tank because they cut to that fucker.
Yeah.
pretty
Was it an
often.
eel? I don't know. I think it was like some weird freaking fish.
Yeah, I
It
don't
looked
know.
eel-like. I'm not good
Yeah.
at animals, but it
Oh.
looked, you know,
Yeah, that
like
fish.
it gave a good blowjob.
That fish needed a credit on fucking IMDb.
I agree. He got just as much screen time as the rest of them.
Yeah.
Or she. I don't know.
Yeah, dude. What I kind of realized halfway through the movie, but the person like watching her through the fish tank was herself after she got her head shaved. So yeah, that's something. I don't know if it means anything, but there it is. Then her guts fall out.
it was almost like she was giving birth or something.
I was like, was this a miscarriage?
That's what I was thinking
But
at
then there
first.
was
Like,
a
is she
lot of
having a
stuff.
miscarriage? And then it was like this just mass of stuff.
Yeah, because that's a lot of volume.
Yeah. For not being
fetus.
like, yeah.
Yeah, it was there's something going on there, and it was kind of in the baby having region.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It like fell out from her crotch area, like she was giving birth to it.
Yeah,
but it was like this giant mass of just gooey stuff.
They didn't handle the immediately subsequent set of things that happened. They didn't relate to whatever it was she just dispensed on the floor at all.
Yeah, it was just
Well, see, I thought that then they came and put her in bed and she was like normal.
Yeah, I mean,
Like-
she was, I guess, hallucinating pretty much.
That's what I
whole
thought.
thing.
Well, they dose her with whatever's in all those vials that
Mm-hmm.
are on the bedside table, and then
Yeah, there's no freaking worms in the IV. There's no blood pouring from the walls.
Mm-hmm.
It's
So
still
maybe
not
she
a
made-
normal fucking place.
No.
but-
no.
It's like a warehouse converted into a fucking hospital room.
Yeah, I wrote shitty hospital type room.
Yeah, and the sister and doctor comes in, gives her medicine, and then
Yeah, and like when they put her on the bed, that's when I was like, okay, like there's literally nothing wrong with her. So obviously this is all hallucinations.
yeah, and the sister says a whole lot, and I kind of wish I knew what the fuck she was saying.
Yeah.
That's a thing that continues on. She be going on some soliloquies.
I know, like all the time when she was talking, I'm like, damn, I wish I knew what she was saying.
She be going off. I know that, but I don't know what about.
She pulled out 2 pairs of panties, yellow and pink.
Yeah, she.
And I'm
then
pretty
she
sure a
was, like-
pad.
Yeah, she was like washing the panties, and then she was like, to me, it looked like she was trying to show her like how to use the pad. So I'm thinking maybe like in the conversation somewhere, she was like, "Oh, I'm bleeding," you know, and she was like, "Oh, you're on your period. Let me give you some pads." And
Maybe her
panties."
shitting out her whole large intestine was just her having a period through her POV or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
In
Yeah.
that case, you would definitely go with the pink panties, though, right?
Yeah, probably.
I would think so too.
Yeah. Shit, maybe. And then the doctor just starts fucking making out with her. 'cause-
He sure does.
Fuck it, why not? I don't.
Yeah, he just
that
like
was out of left field.
yeah, he just started freaking like kissing all over her and touching her and shit. And then it goes to the sister like watching through the cameras.
Well, she first takes the biggest bite of rice I've ever seen in my life. I think it's rice.
Yeah.
That spoon
yeah.
was loaded and it was gigantic.
I know. I was like, what the fuck did she take? And Chris is like, I think it was like rice or
I
something.
think so too,
like,
but the amount of rice on that spoon,
Yeah, dude.
like a compacted mound.
And she just fucking
I think she just
deep-throats
swallows it.
dude.
Yeah, like a good girl, because she didn't chew. She just bled her out of her nose instead.
Yeah, and she was not phased at all by the doctor rubbing up all on her sister. And then her nose bleeds.
Yeah.
yeah, she ate a spoonful of whatever, and then her nose started bleeding. And then she just like, was it her thinking about like her childhood? Is that?
Shit.
Girl, I don't know.
I don't know who it was in this childhood flashback. Like, was it her or was it the?
I don't think it's a childhood flashback. I think it was
Oh well.
a flashback to the kidnapping. How
It
she
was
got
all the
in-
flashbacks I saw, unless I missed one, were like, obviously on the night she was.
wound it up in the fucking Sky Diamond Hospital.
Okay. I don't know. She just seemed younger, so I just assumed it was supposed to be like.
God, I feel so stupid. I wish I understood why the fuck Sky Diamond was the title of this.
I think all they wanted to do was make an LSD acronym.
I really think,
I think so, too.
Yeah. I think so.
There's a lot of words available, though,
Right.
but that's okay.
Yeah, I know, man. Okay, yeah.
And I don't know. I thought that the sister was coming off a little jealous when she was watching the cameras. I felt like she was watching like, oh, he's kissing my sister.
I could totally
I
see
thought
that.
it was like an I thought that was what the nosebleed was supposed to like be.
Yeah.
Was her like rage or something?
Mm-hmm.
Well, she pretty much fucking lobotomized herself with that spoon.
Good. Well, I mean,
So,
it shows her. It does. Well, it intimates her giving head at some point.
yeah.
So I think I think that's just her thing. But
Yeah, she was going crazy.
yeah,
Well, she's like, I don't know, a fucking foodie or something.
she be having some food. I was like, this is like the Brad Pitt school of acting. Like, always be eating.
Like, she's got like these bricks of like butter or cream cheese or something.
Yeah.
And she's just fucking eating them, throwing them. Maybe that's what was on that spoon. I don't know.
I just hoped it was rice. I didn't know, but
Unless it's like, I don't know, some weird fucking drug thing. It looked like cream cheese though. Just a big block of Philadelphia cream cheese.
Ew.
So our girl starts freaking out again, having hallucinations.
And this is the part where her sister's like,
Bites her freaking eyeball out?
yeah, just fucking bites her face. And it's just like, oh, she bit her eyeball out.
but this is
But then, like, yeah. But then, like, she goes to lay her down and she clearly has an eyeball. Like, it was like she bit her freaking eyeball out, but she didn't bite her eyeball out.
yeah.
Like, I don't even know.
And
The
she cuts like a cantaloupe open and there's worms in it. And then the cantaloupe falls to the ground, but there's not worms in it.
yeah, the part about this scene that confused me, which I'm hoping it was probably relayed to in whatever the fuck she was saying, but it was from the POV of the security camera.
Mm-hmm.
And she kept intentionally speaking to the security camera, so I thought she was talking to her male companion, but then he also bops in.
Just fucking pops right the fuck up.
So I don't know if this was just for posterity or a creative decision. I don't know, but it was bizarre.
I know, man.
Yeah.
I swear, this is the movie where they say the most shit.
I thought this as well. I was like, of course this is the one I don't know what's
It's-
happening. Where
yeah.
there's actually dialogue.
Yeah, it had the most dialogue out of all of them, and it's the one we couldn't know what was happening with. Yeah.
Yeah, it was freaking crazy, man. Who the fuck wrote these notes? Oh, yeah, and they started, sister starts cutting her hair, they're shaving her head.
Yeah, okay, so she starts cutting her hair with scissors.
Yeah.
She's just cutting pieces off. And then next thing you know, it's like a half-shaved fucking head.
Yeah.
But it was like clearly fake. Like it looked like fucking Barbie hair.
That part, I noted this as well.
It was,
I was
like
that's
a
not hair.
line of freaking hair.
Yeah, girl.
Like a fucking Barbie.
Yeah. Yeah, they kind of just, I don't know, stuffed hair into the prosthetic freaking skin piece, huh?
I don't know. It's like the world's weirdest bald cap.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I haven't
They
really
probably
seen
took one of those like highlighter caps
Oh no. That just gave me that
and
triggered
covered
me.
it, you know, with something else.
Yeah,
And then
okay.
just had the hair.
Speaking of
I
which,
don't know.
slightly off topic, I did a little extra credit this week, and I watched the making of the Guinea Pig 1 through 3, and we were kind of giving shit to that one scene in the Devil's Experiment where he's cutting her hand with a scalpel, and it doesn't like bleed.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, that was on purpose because the special effects guy was like, "Oh, you don't bleed immediately." So we waited a beat, and then
They waited too long.
turned the blood on. Yeah, it still looks a little off to me. I don't know.
No, they waited too long.
But-
Especially on your hand with all those tiny little veins.
But
It would be bleeding.
I spray like a geyser if
Yeah.
I nick myself on the hand at all.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. Sometimes when I do cut like my fingers and stuff, I don't know about my
Yeah.
hand, but
This part of your hand, though, is where all the veins are at.
yeah.
When you cut that, it's going to bleed.
Yeah. Yeah, like I'll cut myself and I'll be like, oh, it's fine, it's not bleeding. And then all of a sudden it just won't stop.
Mm-hmm.
But it was on purpose.
Well, it still wasn't good.
Anyway,
Anyway, so we're moving on from the Barbie hair.
Barbie hair.
Now they're doing brain surgery.
Yeah.
But with the it's not a ball gag, it's an actual
Oh yeah, that fucking weird. It's almost
It's
like
a
a
dildo.
giant. It's a dildo.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It looked like they just put a freaking dildo in her mouth.
Yeah.
So have you seen those like the proper term is probably called like fucking machine or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It looked like that.
It does. Yeah.
Just in her mouth. Yep.
Mhm.
There it is. Yeah. That's a penis.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like.
What-
Yeah.
What would it like?
I guess to
what would it be? You know?
bite down while you're screaming on like what is that called when you put like a strap of leather in your mouth while someone like
a
so you bite down on it and don't like
yeah.
bite your tongue off and shit.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well,
But I've never seen one penis shaped.
Yeah, look at that picture.
That's a penis.
Yeah, look at that.
There's a penis in her mouth,
Mhm.
which, is fine.
yeah.
I'm obviously fine with a good penis in the mouth, but time and place.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that would be. It almost looks like some kind of like feeding tube or something, but I don't know. I never done brain surgery.
Well, they engage in some light fellatio in this scene as well anyway, so I do think this is just to feed the other two characters like kink or something.
Yeah, they're doing some wild
Fetish.
shit.
I guess
Yeah,
this
because
is
they
probably
seem to be
fetish.
like getting off on, like giving her surgery.
Yeah, and he starts munching on some roaches while she sucks his dick.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. And so then, the sisters, it just goes to the sister like under his freaking little lab coat thing, just giving him a blowjob. A very enthusiastic blowjob, man. She
and
was going
his dick
crazy.
is not that big. Her
That's
head
what
does
I was
not need to
thinking the
move
whole
that
fucking
much.
time. Oh my God.
And that's not a
Wait.
racist thing.
I
I mean,
was
like,
thinking-
she's like,
Yeah, she was going like way out and way back in. Like,
we don't gotta do all that.
no, there's no
Maybe
way.
this dude's got a giant fucking dick.
I've sucked
No
giant dicks.
way.
It's never been like that.
No, she didn't need to be doing all that work.
Hey, maybe
That was
I
when,
just need
you
to
know what
try
it
a little
was?
harder.
It was because she hasn't told him that his dick is small yet, so she still has to pretend and behave as though, look at all this work I'm putting in because you've got such a giant dick, daddy.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what it was. You've never done that?
You should start.
You never, not even on his birthday?
To make him feel like he has a big dick?
Yeah.
No.
You don't, do you like make up gag noises?
Do I make up gag noises?
Yeah.
No, I do not make up gag noises.
I faked gagged.
No, I don't fake gag. There's only real gags around here.
Oh yeah, so he's got her fucking brain open, and he's like poking different parts of it, and she's like kicking and blah, blah, blah.
Putting her butt up in the air.
Ass goes up in the air. Yeah, we get the blowjob thing while he's like fingering her brain.
Yeah, he's like rubbing on her brain the whole time that her sister's giving him a blowjob.
Mm-hmm.
And then that roach crawls out of her brain and he picks it up and eats it.
He sure does.
And they just continue with their blowjob.
And then I think we get the first kind
Yeah.
of flashback of to the kidnapping where we see that somebody like chloroforms her or something.
It's strange because it looked like someone just like knocked her over. I'm assuming it was just one of them, but I don't know. It looked like they were trying to be artistic with the flashbacks,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and it read as almost cartoony to me.
This whole thing's a little fucking cartoon.
Yeah, dude, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she puts on those. She puts on some tunes while they're
Okay,
doing all this.
the soundtrack in this movie is hilarious. It cuts to like what I would describe as. Have you ever played Stardew Valley?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Fucking love Stardew Valley.
that kind of vibe on the songs a couple times, like 4
Yeah.
times that I can think of, where I'm like, oh, this is like, oh, I'm gonna go farm my fields in this digital space. No, we're pooping intestines and
It kind of reminded me of like
on the floor.
It kind of reminded me of like Twin Peaks, where like there'd be like this weird, almost disturbing thing going on in the foreground, and you got people fucking dancing and shit in the background.
Which I appreciate that dichotomy. Like you've got like sad lyrics, happy song, that type of deal.
yeah.
Or when you're like trying to portray someone as an obvious psychopath, you play like happy standard tune while they like hack someone to pieces. I get it.
Right.
But this one was especially funny to me.
Yeah,
Their brand of it was funny.
It was jazzy.
Yeah. It's like elevator music.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought sound design in general with this movie was maybe what I hated most, though. The weird chirping sound, they have it throughout the entire film, but not at like regular intervals. Sometimes it's like every 10 seconds, other times it's like every minute or so. But it is consistent.
Mm.
And it's also, compounded with, and I can't state this enough, just the relentless screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's fucking losing it.
Bless the lungs of that bitch, because she was just scream.
Yeah.
To virtually no avail. But
Yeah, so after her like brain surgery, right? She's back in her room, and I can't remember what happens exactly, but her sister starts stabbing the shit out of her.
Yeah.
well, okay, so I got confused on this bit as well. They put a set of headphones on her.
Oh yeah.
And I thought it looked like they were talking loudly and quickly on purpose into what I thought was microphones that she had to listen to. But then I don't know if I just made that part up, because then the male goes into this like droning sound, and the sister, just starts stabbing her.
Yeah, see, at first I thought that because they had just done the brain surgery thing and they were poking around in there. And so, yeah, I thought they were putting the headphones on as like some kind of way to like wake her up out of her hallucinations or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like I thought there was some reason for it. But then, it didn't really seem like
I
there
didn't
was
even know
any
she had
reason
like
for it.
headphones on until
They for sure
did a
put headphones
close-up
on her. But I don't. I'm sure they say something, because again, the sister just 1,000 words per minute. This bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I don't know what they are.
I don't know. Maybe
yeah, I know.
Maybe it plays into the jealousy thing that you were talking about. She started stabbing her because the doctor.
Because it's so weird. It's weird at this point too, because during that portion, while she's headphoned and being spoken at quickly and aggressively, the sister's also like laying next to her with her foot like in front of her face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't understand what the hell was going on with that.
And then the male joins on the other side of her, but like propped up, parallel to her.
It went from fucking 0 to 100 real fast.
We just really got in there.
And yeah, like they were almost consoling her or something, and then all of a sudden they start stabbing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't write anything down, but I think that during that part of the movie, I was thinking it was kind of a jealousy thing too with the sister.
I didn't know if it was jealousy or because again, I didn't know until you just confirmed it that they were actually siblings, but I did think so. But I also,
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It seems that way to me. I thought it was they were trying to make her their sex doll this entire time, and she like instead just keeps screaming.
Could be. I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what they were trying to achieve. I just know they were trying to do something to her brain.
Yeah. Yeah, and then she gets stabbed, guts fall out. She actually gets up and leaves her room, though.
Yeah, I was like,
God damn it.
The sister stabs her in bed.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on, she comes back and stabs her again.
She sure does.
Yeah.
And then she like stabs her sister back a few times, and then the sister's like freaking out like she's dying or whatever.
Well, that's later.
Yeah.
Oh.
She leaves the room.
There's a wardrobe change by then.
Yeah, that's true.
She gets to what the operating room was where they did the brain surgery, but the whole room's trashed out. Everything's freaking knocked over, garbage everywhere.
And it's intimated that blood and other like bodily fluids and parts are coming out of like even the vents and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like a fucking microwave.
Well, this is why I thought it was supposed to have been a morgue, because in this room there's also that wall of body fridges.
Yeah, it looks
but it's just filled with cream cheese.
This is what I couldn't understand what that was, though. I didn't know what that was supposed to be.
I don't know what it is.
It's fucking butter or something, dude.
I don't know why, but that's somehow
Tofu?
even weirder to me. Like I'll literally eat ass, but something about a spoonful of cream cheese is dark-sided. I don't know.
I don't know if I could just eat cream cheese.
I don't think so
I would.
either.
I don't think I would like just a spoonful of cream cheese.
No, because it's like got a weird tingy situation going on to it. And it's a no for me, dog. But
I don't know. I mean, there's probably worse things you can eat, but
no. But kudos to our breathy scream queen, because she does. After being stabbed, like upwards of 20-something times,
yeah,
and having her actual intestines exposed, which they come into play a few times
right.
subsequent to this. That's when she decides, you know what, I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah, I mean, she's fucking putting in work, man. She's got her fucking brains poked on, guts hanging out, and she's trying to escape. And then the sister comes out. Dressed in fucking flowers, fucking flower goddess. This is basically a boss fight.
It is a mini boss for sure, because she's got her legendary robe on, complete with veil. It looked like what I imagine a racist person thinks everyone who gets married in Hawaii dresses like.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like fucking flower goddess.
But also really hot.
Oh, crazy hot.
Yeah.
And she's throwing fucking cream cheese, of course.
Yeah. She takes another big ass bite of it first, though. She really does.
Yeah.
And there's not chewing. Her mandibles don't produce the motions necessary to like get that through your gullet.
Yeah.
So that's just going right down the tube.
I mean, it's got to be like some kind of fucking PCP type shit
I know.
or something, right? They're
yeah.
drinking it, they're eating it, they're just fucking whacked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so they have a big fight. Sister fucking stabs her again.
Mm-hmm.
And of course she's screaming.
She do be screaming. This is some of her best screaming so far, and there's been some good ones.
Yeah.
And then, like you were saying, she gets the knife, stabs the sister. Sister can only take like 3 stabs, and she's just
to the
fucking
leg, by the way.
done.
Like,
Yeah,
it's just
like
in the.
not even like crazy stabs.
I like felt it. So like I snapped my ACL in college, and I like felt it like tingle when she started stabbing her in the leg. So like kudos to that bitch. But I'm like, homegirl's been stabbed about 30 times now, is holding her intestines in place, somehow has the diaphragm range to still scream like relentlessly.
Yeah.
dude.
And now she stabbed you and like she poked you, so now I'm dead.
Yeah, sister's fucking out. I mean, she's gonna wiggle around for a while, but
Oh yeah, she's still got some stuff to do. She's gonna lick the floor in a bit while watching her boxman friend. Yeah, some shit goes happen. It's still got stuff to do for her.
yeah. Our protagonist continues her escape.
Mm-hmm.
She goes into a corridor where she meets.
I wrote evil box man.
I wrote zombie box man.
Well, initially it's just a box, correct? Like
Yeah, it's
you
like
just see
Solid
this box
Snake
and
style.
it's moving.
That's
Yeah.
just a box that starts moving, yeah, and then you see the knife come out.
Yeah, he
and
starts
start
stabbing
cutting the
pretty
freaking
intensely.
box.
Yeah,
Now this has got to be the doctor, right?
the man. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't.
Who else could it be? I didn't really think it looked like him at first, but
It does. It's definitely him. I can tell by his face it's the same guy. He
Okay.
actually is even hotter with the makeup on. I don't know how that happened for me, but maybe it's the My Chemical Romance thing. I'm not sure.
maybe.
But he does
I think
get.
he does look better as the box
Well,
man.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can tell like, looking at these pictures, he looks like fucking 20 years older when he's scrubbed up.
Yeah. Well,
And then when
it's
he's zombie
those
box
glasses.
man.
Those glasses didn't do him any favors, and the slicked back hair.
Yeah.
But then he morphs into, I guess we'll call him Boxman, and he's got white face powder covering the entirety of his face and a black strip across his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he's
And
fucking drinking
wild hair.
something. He's fucking having a bad trip, man. He's been in a box.
Is that why this is LSD? Is this like a don't do drugs kid thing?
It's got, I don't
Like,
know
this
what
is
the
your
fuck
brain
else
on
it could
drugs?
be. Yeah,
Girl, I've done LSD a lot, and I'm gonna tell you right now that none of this has ever happened to me.
You've never ended up in a box?
I've maybe ended up in a box, but I didn't do anything to that box like this dude did.
You've
Yeah.
never went full zombie box man?
I've never once fingered a brain. I've never once eaten a roach that I know of.
Well, have you really lived then?
And maybe not. And I've also never taken spoonfuls of cream cheese to the face like it's my job. And I probably never will. So
Dude, that cream cheese elevates the high, man.
it really bothers me.
Yeah.
I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, so this is like the final boss, right? Zombie Box Man.
And he's a real letdown, I'm here to tell you.
Yeah, he is.
I guess we cut back to the flower goddess, and she's just fucking all up in that cheese.
She is in the cheese. She's licking the floor. They pan to her licking the floor.
Yeah, dude. Now, is this where she starts like fucking
I
fingering
was gonna
herself?
say-
That happens a little bit later. But
Yeah, I was
it's like,
gonna say that's all I have, but that comes later.
she does. And good for her.
And, you know, she can't escape fucking Zombie Box Man.
I think she could have.
Dude, like, I don't even know what was happening. Like, he was standing there freaking cutting his own box.
Well, so
Like,
like
just
the initial interaction was honestly pretty like daunting because he just starts like screaming back at her, which
that's
I
what I was
appreciated,
gonna
'cause-
say. He was making a lot of noise too.
And then he does charge at her,
Uh-huh.
but then he just runs into the wall because
Yeah.
you know, brain on drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, then he just chills. She wanders into there's a door boarded up and she tries to open the doorknob, but it's unusable. She like flails hopelessly at the boards. And so now Boxman has her cornered in this.
Yeah, and then she lays down like a pile of garbage, right?
She does.
And then he just fucking lays down with her.
Well, first he sits down on some sort of ledge by the
It's like
entrance to this
sawing
room
at his freaking box.
and just starts hacking at his box with his. It's a bread knife, by the way.
Yeah.
That's full-fledged
It
bread knife.
absolutely is.
Yeah.
You're not stabbing nobody with that. And then it pans to her obviously pissing herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, she peed her pants.
Mhm.
Well, her dress.
Her Johnny. I don't know if it's called Johnnies here. We called them Johnnies. Those little paper
It's a fucking
like medical
gown.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure after that is when the sister's fucking finger blasting herself, though.
Yeah, like her and the box man lay down.
Box Man fucking squeezes her guts. Like,
Yeah.
bleh, 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 bleh.
He's
Oh,
like
yeah,
just
that was what I
freaking
wanted
playing
to
with her
mention.
guts.
And then she screams.
And she's screaming the whole time. And then
She's never not
he
screaming.
takes like
I'm telling you.
he takes like a hammer and like hammers.
She grabs the
She
hammer.
finds a
right?
hammer.
Yeah,
her
that's what it
pile of
was.
trash.
Yeah.
And she's like hammering the box. And he's like,
So initially
Doing
they
something
pan
with a
to
knife.
another, like, what is the most cartoonish interaction?
Yeah, she was hitting
She
him with
hammers
the
him
hammer
right in the middle of
and-
the forehead.
Uh-huh.
But apparently with, like, no velocity or conviction or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
like it didn't even bother him.
Like, she
he's got that fucking box armor, dude.
yeah, well, and that's what I laughed at. I was like, she can't even hammer through the cardboard because
Uh-huh.
she's wailing at him. Again, no conviction
Yeah.
or something. No arm strength, probably because her fucking large intestine is showing. But
Mm-hmm. No, I'm pretty sure he stabbed her a few times.
he stabs at her, and I'm pretty sure he's stabbing her with the bread knife, which is
Yeah.
this whole interaction.
Yeah,
Disappointed
it was
me.
weird as fuck.
And
And then she stabs him.
yeah.
And then that's when it goes back to the sister in the room.
Okay.
And she like climbs up on top of that table that's turned sideways
Uh-huh.
in what has to be the most uncomfortable position ever.
That's what I thought too. I was like,
Yeah,
I've
like-
never fingered my own pussy, but that's not where I'm doing it.
Yeah, like I would have just stayed on the floor. Like, why
Yeah.
would you lay across these fucking bars?
Dude, she's got to be like
She's got some
5
kinks.
bricks of cream cheese deep at this point.
Bruh.
So, she don't give a fuck, dude. She ain't feeling a thing.
Yeah, and she just lays across the fucking legs of the table, basically, and starts masturbating.
Good for her. She knows what she likes.
Yeah.
At some point, Zombie Box Man gets the hammer and hammers her fucking
Yeah,
he sure does.
I
brain
forgot
piece.
that. Okay, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
tried to like hammer the freaking like piece of skull that they took out or something. I don't know.
Well, they
and
have-
she seemed like she enjoyed it for a minute. And then that's when she like freaked out or something. That's when she stabbed him. That's what. That's when she stabbed him.
Okay. Yep. And so I guess she defeated Zombie Box Man. And she runs through the next door, and it leads right back to her room. And she screams.
Yep.
Because that's what she does.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I think that might have been her entire audition process, in fact. Like, can you, in fact, sustain a scream for over 10 minutes? You've got the gig.
No, I mean, we see that Zombie Box Man actually broke her fucking brain piece that was covering her exposed brain.
Yeah, like a little baby with an undeveloped fontanelle. This bitch has been hammered.
Yeah, so she's just fucking got her brain open, I guess. And I don't know. She's freaking out.
She drinks the freaking like IV fluid.
She does lay down and start just drinking the bottle too.
She just kind of fucking grabs everything. I kind of thought it was almost like a suicide attempt. It's like she's just fucking eating everything and drinking everything. She grabs a bottle of something and
maybe
hides under the bed.
Yeah.
It might be Admiral that it took her this long to be like, should I just kill myself? Because I'm telling you right now, I'm not getting stabbed 20 times and then facing off with a deranged box man. I'm not that invested. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
And I'm never going to scream like that.
Yeah, I don't know if she just had like a full-on psychotic break or what. And then like she hides under her bed with her bottle of juice. And for the first time in the whole movie, she kind of smiles and laughs. And she's just drinking her juice. Or maybe it was that acid at the beginning.
Well, it's the same color as the bottle that Boxman.
Yeah, he was chugging a bottle of that shit.
He was chugging it, doused his entire torso with it pretty much, because a lot of that went in his mouth and just sort of pulled there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the movie.
I'm going to tell you right now, this was the longest 58 minutes of cinematic venture that I've ever gone on.
Yeah.
And it could have solidly, like number 2, for instance, was a firm 40. And I think this one should have been 2, probably. I'm going to give it a little bit of, like, that dialogue had to clue us into something.
I know, man. We gotta fucking figure out what they're saying. Yeah, watching it was a fucking chore. But
5 minutes in, the screaming hadn't stopped, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this.
Like, when I'm thinking, like, looking back on it, I kind of feel like it was a fun fucking trip. But yeah, I did not have a good time watching it.
It was the only one in this franchise so far that I like clicked to see the like progress bar to see how much time was remaining, and I was like, there's still 43 minutes. I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Well, see, I kind of liked it.
Yeah. I know she said that, and I was like, whoa, I cannot wait to fucking hear this.
Yeah, I think if we had subtitles so we could understand what they were saying, it would have been a whole lot better. Like, I think it probably would have been my favorite if it would have had subtitles. Maybe. Or they might have made it worse.
Say, there exists a world where they, in fact, make it worse.
Yeah.
It's time to get into our ratings.
Good deal.
Lisa, tell us your thoughts and your star rating for Lucky Sky Diamond.
Oh, man. Well, I actually kind of liked it. I think I would have liked it a lot more if I could understand what they were saying.
2 stars.
That's what I was going to make the joke. I was waiting to see what she landed on.
No, I think I'm going to go with 3 stars.
3-star movie.
I think I'm still going to say, I don't know. Let me think about it for a second here.
Okay, now our scale's 1 to 5, right?
Yes.
So I guess dead average would be 2.5. Oh, I don't know. Can we have zeros?
Yeah. So I think I would be, 3.
3's dead average.
Yeah, 0's unwatchable, 5 is stellar. And this is all just in the lens of the Guinea Pig franchise, because otherwise, I think they're all going to tank a bit.
Well, because I gave A Mermaid a 3.5.
I think I gave it a 4.
You did?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't think I want to give this one a 3.5. I don't think I want to rank it as high as Mermaid, but if it had subtitles, I probably would. If it had subtitles and like, you know, they actually made it better, I would probably give it a 4.
Well, at the very least, it would provide some context,
I know.
Yeah.
whether good or bad. You know.
Yeah. I mean, we gotta hope, but
Or she's just yapping.
we're kind of fucking assuming a lot, man.
Mm-hmm.
But shit, it's hard to tell because
I think 3's fair. I think this one
Yeah.
was, even without subtitles, I might have liked this more than Android of Notre Dame.
that's what I'm trying to decide. Does it fall above or below Android?
Above for me.
Yeah, I think so for me too. I don't know. I think I'll give it like a, I don't know what I gave Android, but I want to give this one like a 2.5 because I actually thought everything. The thing is, some of the effects were goofy as shit too. The eyeballs,
Oh, the eyeball was fucking.
which is
Yeah.
at this point integral linear theme of this franchise. I
Yeah,
think they
dude.
really dropped the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the special effects in most of the movie could have been better. For
Now
sure.
remember, this is not a guinea pig movie.
Yeah, no, that's
So-
that's valid. That's why, you know, but the eyeball like solidified. I was like, oh, there's an eyeball.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a guinea pig.
Right.
Yeah. I know, that was what I thought too.
But also, this was the only time I saw like, and granted, I haven't seen all of them yet, but this is the only gratuitous, obvious sex I saw so far in the series. So maybe it's not.
Yeah.
No, yeah, no, this is it, man. There's no fuck.
That's
there's
what I
no
was going to say.
sex.
I don't think there is any before this.
That's probably my like tacky American jumping out, but I think a couple of them should have had some.
I don't know, man.
I think Midget Man should have fucked his sister.
he did some weird fucking booby poking.
He sure did.
Mhm.
That's been probably the most sexual that the guinea pigs have ever gotten, and I'm not even joking, dude. The first time you even see a booby's 3,
Yeah.
and it's just
Oh yeah, because that bitch got fully dismembered into, and we didn't see any
didn't
of it.
see a damn
Yeah.
thing.
That's wild.
Yeah. I mean, even when you do see like boobies, and it's kind of hard to explain, it's not sexual boobies. It's not like, oh hell yeah, boobies.
Well,
It's just
I'm not so brainwashed that I think like a naked person is inherently sexual.
maybe I
Because
am.
nudity doesn't really like impact me to that level. But no, I thought the tones of some of the other ones have been sexual, but no sex actually happened.
Yeah, I agree.
I guess I'm just discovering that you could show boobies without it being, hey, boobies.
Well, we're all raised pretty religious, and we're instilled with a sense of shame about our naked bodies from like birth. So there's like a sinful aspect to being naked, even though we're literally all just naked.
Yeah.
So like that's pretty standard part of the course, at least, especially in America. But no, I don't see a boob, and I'm like, oh, must be time to fuck. Unless I see a boob in a time to fuck kind of way.
Yeah, there's a way you can do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I kind of want to see if I can figure out what it is that makes it sexual.
I don't know. If I see the nip on a corpse, that's not clear. That might still be time to fuck.
We'll see what we get into in the future.
Yeah, I'll give it a 2. What do you give it, Chris?
This one's got a few things that are okay, I guess.
The sister's really hot.
The sister's crazy fucking hot, and then she goes fucking flower goddess mode.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right, she does get progressively hotter. And she started out pretty hot. So.
Every
Yeah.
time she shows up again hotter. Slowly hotter and hotter and hotter until she's just pure flower goddess mode.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's when she starts finger blasting herself. So
Yeah. She
That's
can't even resist.
It's fucking crazy, man. Zombie Box Man is a fucking choice.
that's a banger. But
I don't even know if I could be mad at it. Like, it's terrible, but I guess it's like one of those so bad it's good things.
I think the like setup for Zombie Box was okay. Well, actually, I don't know for sure. There was no context as to how we arrived at
Yeah.
this man just painted his face and then put himself in a box with a bread knife.
He just did brain surgery.
Yeah, maybe that was a real good blowjob. He had to go simmer down by
Yeah.
taping himself into a box.
I guess I'm using brain surgery loosely. He cut a skull open and poked at a brain.
He did extract a roach and disposed of it efficiently.
This guy might not even be a doctor.
He might not even be real. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, I can't decide if
I don't know if any
the
of this
whole
happened.
thing was her hallucinating or not.
This just might be one bitch having a real bad day.
Yeah.
Yeah, or she's laying in some sort of facility, and this is just happening in her brain. I don't know for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Or maybe it really is a doctor and her sister, and they really are trying to take care of her, and all of this was just in her head.
Maybe it's a home hospice situation. They really do love her, and she just murked these people.
Mm-hmm.
It's all possible. I don't know. I'm thinking she got kidnapped. This guy is not a doctor.
Yeah, I don't think he's a doctor.
Not only can I prove it with the zombie boxman situation, that's him in his natural habitat.
I agree. He's done that face paint before.
And then we have the brain surgery itself.
With the dildo?
With the dildo in the mouth.
Which I know might be effective, but it can't be standard.
He just cut her fucking skull open, really for no reason, just so he could poke it.
Yeah. Well, he obviously has like a organ fetish, because he fiddles and fingers the intestines while exposed as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
we're in full
literally
boxing form.
why she's there, huh? So
yeah, I do think this was like a make me a sex doll situation.
Mm-hmm.
But she just kept screaming.
Oh, like some Dahmer shit.
Yeah.
Cut the brain off and pour acid in it.
Yeah. Did you ever give me a star rating?
I did not.
We
He
kind
was
of
trying
went
to
off
decide
on
which one was
some-
rewatchable.
I think I gotta put this at probably the exact level as Android. I'm gonna give this one 2 stars. I really do want to see it with fucking subtitles.
Me too.
To see if it even adds anything. This movie is wild. Looking back on it, I like it more than actually watching it.
It's because no one's screaming.
True.
If I rewatch it with subtitles, it's on mute.
And the fucking flower goddess is crazy hot. There's cream cheese all over the place. Zombie box, man. I don't know where to fall on that. Yeah, 2 stars for me.
I thought Zombie Boxman was almost really cool, and then it just was like, well, that's kind of sad. I put all this work into my makeup and costume, so I'm just going to lay here and finger your large intestine in a puddle of your piss.
He's the fucking final boss of the movie, and he's basically a homeless dude.
Yeah.
This guy is not a doctor.
No.
He is zombie box man first and foremost. Whenever he's lucid, he puts on a pair of scrubs and pokes brains.
Yeah. He bought that lab coat on Amazon.
No, I guarantee you, zombie box man stumbled into an abandoned hospital.
Yeah.
That got condemned or some shit. And that's where he works out of. He found the scrubs in an old fucking closet or something. Zombie box man has been living in this condemned hospital for who knows how long. And he just kidnaps people and pokes their brains.
Like I said, I do think the set was good. I just don't have a lot of positive feedback about what happened in it.
It's wild. It's a fucking trip, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. I stopped taking any of it seriously with the ping pong eyeball. I really did. I was like, okay, I'm out.
Yeah, that was a fucking disgrace.
I won't lie. The hot flower goddess did bring me back in. I was like, I had the exact same thought you did. I was like, she's even hotter. And I already had said, I was like, she's really hot.
Yeah, the special effects were pretty weak, to be honest.
agree.
Yeah, they were.
I mean, I gotta keep telling myself that this is not a guinea pig movie, and maybe that has something to do with it. But there's not really much going on special effects wise. I mean, if you really think about it, the brain, I guess.
Yeah, because all the intestines looked insane.
Yeah.
And they're featured pretty prominently for a couple times.
The eyeball is atrocious.
Yeah.
Definitely the worst eyeball we've seen so far.
Mhm.
Both instances.
Yeah, I don't even know what was actually. There's no telling what that first eyeball even was.
It was as big as her hand.
It wasn't her eyeball. There's some big ass eyeballs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lisa, would you recommend this movie?
You did really like it.
If it had subtitles, probably.
Yeah. Bo?
Probably to like certain fetish groups and to no one else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go around recommending it to everyone, but, you know.
It's already hard enough to recommend a subtitled movie to regular people, you know what I mean?
It really is, because most people are like, what? I have to read subtitles?
Yeah. And...
Is that a thing?
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Okay.
100%.
Yeah.
That didn't even occur to me as like a obstacle.
Yeah.
I think anime... We all watch anime like constantly, so
yeah.
it's just not even a thing.
And
I just always have subtitles on.
it's almost impossible. I think it would be impossible to recommend a movie that's not in English with no subtitles.
Well, so like I've watched foreign films with no subtitles in languages that I like only know a little bit of.
Uh-huh.
And if they're a good movie, it's a good movie. The
True.
struggle here is it wasn't. So
Yeah, there's also that.
But it's got some strong kink shit in it.
That is true.
Yeah.
And you know, this isn't a fucking. I guess you could almost call it a horror movie, right?
That's another issue. And another reason I don't actually believe it's supposed to have been related to the guinea pig things at all.
Yeah.
Other than the same guy produced it.
Mhm.
It's like, it's like, what is this movie?
There were aspects of it that were horrifying.
Yeah, you know, you wake up in a strange place and people keep fucking stabbing you for no reason.
And if your only survival instinct was to just scream.
There's that, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be more like a slasher kind of.
Yeah, like a psychological thriller type
Yeah.
thing.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't even know what genre this falls in. The special effects are weak. I don't think I can recommend this to fucking anybody, dude. The only people I could recommend this to are the completionists of the guinea pig movies. You're running through the guinea pigs. You want to hit them all? Somehow this is lumped into the guinea pig franchise. Might as well watch it. That's what we did.
Does this mean we're on to my favorite part, which is the spicy question?
That's exactly where we're at. Lisa.
Okay.
Where's this fall on the
Hold
spiciness?
on, I don't want to go first.
Okay.
I have to think for a minute.
All right.
Okay. Well, I think through the lens of some sort of like psychosexual melodrama, this is kind of spicy.
Okay.
Like maybe ghost pepper territory through that lens.
Wow, you're going to ghost pepper it?
As a psychosexual thing,
Okay.
yeah. As a guinea pig movie, this is like butterscotch pudding.
So that's a 0?
Yeah. It's not great for me.
Yeah, okay. This movie, I think we might have already used this one, maybe on the last one. This movie is a jalapeno popper filled with cream cheese.
Yeah.
That probably has fucking LSD or something in it.
We're so white. When you said cream cheese, all I could think of was jalapeno poppers. That's just our... Is that our culture as white people? Is jalapeno poppers?
Yeah.
It's not spicy.
No, it's not. We did use that, I think.
Yeah, I think we used it on Android.
Yeah.
You suggested it, and Lisa kind of stole it.
Yeah, that's correct.
But this is...
No, I think I didn't use it because then you talk shit because I didn't use it.
You used it, and then you came up with another one.
You did.
I said, yeah, I'll go with that. And then Chris made me feel like I shouldn't. So I came up with something new.
You could have used it. All right. Well, I think it applies to this movie more than anything because they are slanging cream cheese. It's probably not cream. I don't know what it is. It's butter. It's cream cheese. It's some weird fucking drug.
It can't... Well, I guess it could maybe be tofu, but I eat a lot of tofu, and it doesn't look like that.
Tofu is like more solid, isn't it?
Yeah. And this
Well,
is
that's what
like
I was thinking too. It would
ooshy-goosey.
be, yeah, tofu would be more solid.
Yeah, they just got fucking bars of it everywhere. She even crumbled one up.
So, like, you can get bars of tofu as well. And in like when they were stacked in the body freezer, I could buy that kind of bean tofu.
Yeah.
But she be taking like mounded spoonfuls of it and
Yeah, that's
flicking
what
it
I don't
about.
understand.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
what the
that
fuck it is.
spoonful really looked like rice or something.
I thought it was rice as
I
well.
did too. Until she was fucking slinging bricks of it.
She be taking the biggest bites of everything I've ever seen.
Yeah, dude. Anyway, yeah, jalapeno popper, filled with cream cheese.
Yeah, de-seeded but laced.
Yeah, dude. This movie's a ride, that's for sure. That's it for Lucky Sky Diamond.
We don't care about your bitch wife's rating.
See, that's why
I know.
I forgot you didn't go.
She
You were
fucks
supposed
up
to
the
go.
flow.
Yeah.
This is a. Oh,
Lisa.
we're getting cut.
Lisa, tell me how Lucky Sky Diamond falls on the spiciness scale.
All right. Well, I want to say something like wasabi.
I love wasabi.
Because it's not like
Overtly
actually spicy. It's like spicy in a weird way.
It's got
you know what I
It's got
mean?
a kick, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like horseradish.
It's something.
So it's not like traditional spicy. It's spicy in a weird way.
Yeah, like it's tolerable, but you'd prefer a drink afterwards.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I'm not like super good at spicy shit, but I can handle it at least.
That's another issue. Is I like really spicy food.
Wasabi fucks me up.
I
just
wasabi,
don't like wasabi
covered
because of the
candy.
horseradish flavor. Like I just can't do anything freaking horseradishy. Like
wasabi covered dehydrated peas are like my number one snack.
I don't know. It's been a long time since I had wasabi, and I have definitely leveled up my spice game since I've had wasabi.
Yeah.
Lisa, where does Lucky Sky Diamond fall on your list?
It's my new number 2.
What?
New number 2? So how's your list go?
So it goes Guinea Pig 5.
Mermaid?
Uh-huh. And then Guinea Pig 7.
Lucky Sky Diamond?
Yeah. And then 3.
He Never Dies.
And then 2.
Flower of Flesh and Blood.
And then 6.
Android.
And then 4.
Devil Woman Doctor.
And then 1.
Devil's Experiment. Okay. All right. Wow. Number 2, huh?
Yeah.
Bo, where are you putting this one on your list?
This one has to be number 3 for me right now.
So Mermaid, Android, Lucky Sky Diamond.
Well, I don't know. I just said Android was more rewatchable.
Tough choice.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess in a linear timeline, this is currently number 3 for me.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm having the same problem. I don't.
Yeah, it's like not better or worse than probably a couple of them. But
I think I'm putting it at the same level as Android.
Yeah.
The only reason why I'm still interested in this movie is because I really want to see it with subtitles.
Yeah, it's rough to grade something when you have no real context. So it's as far like even I'm trying to base it off what is confirmable, which is that like effects wise and stuff, it was weaker than Android.
Weaker than Android, and Android fucking sucked.
That's what I mean.
Was it more interesting than Android? In a sense, it kind of was.
It was interesting audibly in the sense that you could not escape the sounds that were happening to you. Like I said, I think in the right lens, it probably is more interesting than Android.
Yeah.
And I think subtitles would probably at least clarify that, if not help or hurt.
Okay, so I guess the only thing I'm going off of right now, looking back on it, I'm not as, fuck this movie as I was with Android.
Yeah, you really didn't care for Android.
Yeah, I'm putting this one above Android, so Android's still bottom. This one takes second to last spot.
Okay. So we both have Mermaid at number 1.
Yeah, we all three have Mermaid at number 1.
Yeah.
Mermaid's a fucking masterpiece, like I said. It's a damn good movie.
All right.
All right, well, I guess that's it for Lucky Sky Diamond. Next episode, we're moving on to the American Guinea Pig movies, and I'm very excited. We are jumping ahead 20 years.
Oh, are they that much more recent?
Yeah, I want to say the first American Guinea Pig came out in like 2010.
Yep.
It could be wrong. Around that time, at least.
Okay.
I looked at the covers of them. I didn't look at yours.
Yeah. The next, it's going to be American Guinea Pig, Bouquet of Guts and Gore.
Strong title.
That is a good name. That's a good name.
It's kind of got some parallels with Flower of Flesh and Blood, Bouquet of Guts and Gore. Anyway, we'll get into it next week. See you next time.
Bye.
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 That's damn good.
Did you think this podcast was as good as instant noodles? Or is it more like a cobalt blue tarantula? Leave us a rating and review wherever you're listening to this podcast at. Get in touch with us at WTFareyouwatchingpod@gmail.com, where you can leave reviews for the movies we've been watching, recommend other movies for us to watch, or leave any questions or comments for us to answer. Either way, thanks for listening.